there, it's Jingjing. I'm so excited for this first video after the launch of the new website, and I hope you like the new look. I have a great topic for you today. In one of our surveys, a viewer asked, what can I do when I have no idea what my passion is, not even my interest? Where do I start to find my dream career, live my dream life? This is a very important question for many people who are realizing that they want to find their calling, do what they love, be totally fulfilled and on purpose with life, instead of spending a whole life doing something called work but not really enjoying it. Most importantly, not living their full potential. If you're one of them, you'll really love what I'm going to share with you today. I want to start by telling you my own story. A few years back, I was working in a great corporate job. I loved the people and I learned a lot from it. But later I began to realize that I craved more from life than a comfortable job. What did I crave? I craved meaning. I craved deep fulfillment. I craved genuine, sincere, and caring relationships with everyone on a personal level, not based on cold business. I say cold, that's how it makes me feel. So at one point, I was joking, sort of daydreaming, saying, I wish I could have a job just talking to people, being sincere, being caring, just being me, bare my heart, because that's the way I am. Now it's funny to recall that part of my life and also makes me feel emotional because I am doing exactly that today. And I absolutely love and adore all my clients. But back then, I had no idea what I was looking for. So if you are in that place of fantasizing and daydreaming about your calling, your dream career, yet have no clue where and what it is, please hold tight. You can trust me on this. You will find it, especially if you take my formula today. Now, this formula is not just straight from my own experience, but also based on the principles of the universe that I have obsessively studied for years. So here's what you can do now if you don't know what your passion is yet. First, take control of your free time. I intentionally put this one on top of the list for a reason. For most of us, when we have a full-time job, or any type of job, how we use our free time literally determines our destiny, especially for those of us who want to find our dream career, who have a bigger thinking for life. So you have a choice to either let those precious hours of each day pass by, entertaining or simply doing nothing constructive, you know what I mean, or you can consciously choose to do things that are taking you closer to your dream career, your dream life. You might wonder, what are those things? Sounds boring. I'm getting there, and I promise it's anything but boring. Here it is, number 2. Do what excites you the most and do as much as you can. So here's what you do in those precious hours of your free time. You do whatever you're most excited at doing, whatever that is. I want to highlight that. Yes, whatever that is. Now, granted, everyone's different. Most excited does not necessarily mean that you jump up and down all over the place, that kind of excitement. It simply means of all the things you can do, what you most feel like doing. The key here is to consciously choose to do those things instead of doing anything that comes along your way. Do you feel the difference? Now, for those who really have no idea what they are excited about, nothing seems to interest them, just like the viewer who asked the question, then tiny curiosity is a place to start. In those hours of your free time, consciously ask yourself, what am I curious about? What do I want to know more about? And then go on exploring it. Let it take you wherever the next thing is. Trust me, it will take you on an amazing journey. And that also brings us to the third point. Number 3, do it for the sake of the excitement and the joy, not for the immediate result. This might be the most important piece to remember while you use this formula. The excitement and the joy you feel is your guiding light, is a compass needle. All you need is to follow it, but not question, What can I get next by doing this? The truth is, if you think about it, the fact you have enjoyed doing it so much is the best payoff you can get already. Now, of course, that's not the only payoff you get. I guarantee you, if you follow your guiding light of excitement and joy, you will discover a whole new world that belongs to you, your calling, your dream career, what you're meant to do in this world. I say this with a full heart. I wish you could feel it, because it's exactly what I did to live my calling today. I remember back in the days of my corporate job when everyone went for entertainment, karaoke, which is very popular in China. I'm so grateful that I followed my heart. I said no to these things because they didn't light me up. Instead, I did what truly excited me. I would take out my French textbook to refresh my memory of French. Mais oui, it can sound boring to some people, but remember, it was exciting for me, and I did it without expectation of any immediate result. The same for you, dear friend. You must take control of your time. Do what excites you the most as much as you can, and don't do it for the immediate result. Now you have the formula of the how. I'm also going to give you the why, the universal principles, the mechanism behind it, so that you understand why it works this way. We are attracting events, situations, people that match our energetic state within every waking hour. This is law of attraction. This is law of physics Einstein talks about. So it's nothing mysterious. It has always been around. So when you consciously choose to do things that excite you, you are putting yourself in a very high energy state. With your heightened energy state within, you are going to attract more events, situations, people that make you feel excited and passionate. So the spiral keeps going up if you're smart enough to keep acting on it. You will find yourself from mildly curious to quite excited and on to very passionate consistently. And the things on the outside are going to reflect back to you every step along the way. And it will be a tipping point that you suddenly say to yourself, I love doing this thing so much that I wish I could find a way to do this all the time for the rest of my life. Then you start digging into that idea. That's how you locate where your legacy to the world is, where your life's work is in this world. That gives me chills to even say it. Now, it is a simplified version of how the story would go. In this process, you will meet challenges for sure. But if you can always remember this formula, if you are brave and intuitive enough to keep acting on it, you will be led to a new world where you do what you're meant to do in this lifetime. As for those challenges, they need to be there to prepare you for the new world, the new life you're stepping into. In the process of overcoming those challenges, you are literally transforming into a new person who is ready for the new, bigger life. Remember that old you cannot live this new big life because energetically they don't match. And of course, you don't need to worry. There's always support and guidance along the way to help you. This may come in the form of books or videos like this one, hopefully, or online courses or teachers, coaches. All you need is to take the first step towards what excites you, what makes you curious, and let it lead you. One final note I want to share with you. It's one of the best feelings in the world to do what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And everyone is meant for something unique. Perhaps you're already doing it. You can tell by the glee on the face, by the song running in your heart, by the infinite amount of energy you feel every day. That's wonderful, right? But if you know you're not doing it yet and you crave it, there's no better time than now to start. I've given you the formula. I know this is a long video. I still have so much more to cover, so I actually decided to do a free webinar for those of you who have questions regarding this or any question on how to live your full potential, how to live your burning desires and dreams with ease and fun. If you read my story, you know that I have been very blessed to have all my big dreams come true quite effortlessly. And you can too. I will share with you on the webinar. So come join me on August 4th, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, or if you are in China, Malaysia, or Singapore, it's going to be August 5th, 9 a.m. On this webinar, I will share with you first the big reason why you must do it for the sake of excitement and joy, not for the immediate result. I will go much deeper. Again, this is one of the most important pieces you need to know, not just about finding your calling and living your passion, but really about everything you desire in life. It's that important. Number 2, the complete story of me finding my life's work that I have never shared before. You will find out what learning French has to do with my calling. This is going to be super helpful because we learn the best through other stories, in case you haven't found out. So you will be guaranteed to receive clarity as well listening to my story. Number 3, I will share with you what it means to live your full potential. It will be quite different from what you think, but a pleasant surprise for you to take away. And you know what? Number 4, you get to even ask me questions that I will answer on the call. How great is that? Last but definitely not the least, I will also announce a big surprise prepared for you. If you feel called, reserve your spot at the following link, and I look forward to seeing you there.